Alrighty friends, here we go. We're going to do a super fast boat tour. We're on the Smartwave 4200. Starting from the front, I've got a motor guide up here with the pinpoint. It's a super old one, one of the first ones. It is generally okay, but the GPS module and also the board died, so maybe not that okay. In the front, in the anchor well, I generally keep all the anchor line, but I also just keep my esky. I'm squid fishing today, so I don't really need much fish storage. I've got a drift anchor as well. I like to use a drift anchor when I do the squidding, moving through. I've removed this little seat here, and I generally just keep the little plastic anchor in there, bashing around with the chain, and also a little fish measurer. All of my safety gear is in here, in this Decathlon dry bag. Moving through here, that's where I usually keep my fresh water. In Australia, we need to carry a certain amount of it when we're coastal / offshore fishing. Moving this way, it's got a couple of these little cup holders. I like to put stuff that I keep handy in there, and some sunscreen. Just with the little squid stabber, I use a squid stabber in the boat because usually you can karate chop squid and it kills them really quick, but when you're in the plastic boats, and on this flooring that I've got in here, it tends to cushion the blow, so it doesn't kill the squid, so it just makes them upset. Okay, this is where I like to keep my landing net. It's just looped in there, so it's easy for me to get off because I'm usually single hand fishing. Moving this way, this is like a 2016 version Ray Marine, not the greatest nowadays. Just some rigs that I've left around, a little bit of storage. I keep my start battery just here. As you can see, it's up a little bit higher, so that if I do catch a green one, which has happened before, hopefully it'll just be above that waterline when it comes through. So theoretically it should drain out of there before it gets up to the battery terminals. There's a lithium battery in here, that's for my trolling motor. Bilge underneath this floor here, and there's just a little pull down clip there to start that off, and that runs off the start battery. Just down here you can see I've got the Railblazer mounts all the way around. The two in the middle, or midships as us boating type likes to call them, they're for the bottom of the bimneys, but I've only used a bimney about 2 times, so that hasn't happened. With this model you can buy it as a runabout. I bought it as a runabout and then got an aftermarket console put in that folds down here, so it can fit inside of the garage that I put it in. Okay, got this little chappy here which I tend to throw all my used stuff in, and then I can easily rinse it out. Got that off AliExpress, do a bit too much shopping up there. Cup holder, you can see caramel latte spilled everywhere, but that generally gives a good idea if it was bumpy or not going through the bar. Some of the annoying things as we move back, just down here you will see just the way that I've mounted my console. It's got a little bit of leverage, and these bolts here tend to loosen up over a couple of trips, so hopefully that doesn't happen on the newer versions, but it does happen on mine. I've also strengthened that join. There's a join from the front and the back there, and I've strengthened that going through with aluminium joiner meant for floorings that I've just got from a hardware store. This is a bull bar rod holder here, and it's just attached to a little bit of right angle and then attached to the side. This is just all my makeup and stuff in here. Spare life jackets, nav lights, fish bag, fun stuff. I managed to shoehorn a 42 or 45 litre I believe it is in here, and I like to use these Plano guide series because they just fit perfectly in there, and then I could move this across here and sit on top of it and dig around in here. Again, storage in there. I like to use these little guys as well because I can just pop them in their cup holders as well. And that's full of sinkers, that particular one. Alright, you can see just here as well that I've extended the breather so it doesn't drink in any water. If I do also catch a green one, I believe that it'll just roll out. This one only came up to about here in water, so it didn't really get the chance to flow out the back. Moving this way, this is where the fuel filter is, just some miscellaneous stuff, downrigger bomb, some rigs, a K-knife. Yeah, and that's nothing pretty. I've plumbed up the bilge pump to plumb out to there. Also moving back here, hopefully they don't fall out. We've just got a boarding ladder down there. And just across here, it's also got the 2016 50 horsepower Suzuki on it. Love this motor. And what I do have here is this is just my live bait container. It's just strapped to the back step, just a couple of eye bolts in there, and it's got one of these flow right streams on there, which works awesome. And I think that is it, my friends. And quick little pan around. Alright. Let's see if I can make it look like a drone shot. Drone shot. Alright guys, here's the boat. You can see it's got really big, let's call it reverse chines, or more of a cathedral hull sort of thing. You'll find if you shine a light on it though, you won't, it's foam filled to here. I mean, you can sort of see a bit of a dead gap in the top of it, which is not a big deal. Boarding ladder at the back. Some of these nice long skids. This is a little factory mount for that. And I've added this on the trailer. Corrosion. And thanks for watching, guys.